It's starting. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
We're on now.
Koi.
Let Corey finish being fancy. I'll give him a second.
I can drink the wine and do this. Let's go.
All right. Thank you all for joining us again. This is the 8th episode of the UnPopular podcast. Today is January 21st, 2014. That second episode of the year, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Skipped a week, yeah, because that's MagFest. So. All right, yeah, okay. How y'all doing?
Good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That's cool. All right, so it's Boris and me hosting. I'm Thomas. I'm beautiful, and I run this awesome podcast.
I thought you were done.
I was going to introduce you guys. I'm going to say I'm Chris Ferrari, and you go, hey.
And I go, hey, I almost broke a controller the other day.
I don't get the relevance.
Because we're talking about video games, and it's a video game controller, and I almost broke it.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Mike, how you doing? Mike?
Yo.
Oh, there he is. Hey, I missed you, buddy. And, Fancy Corey.
I could be better. I'm almost out of wine.
That is a problem. You should get some more wine. What kind of wine are you drinking?
It's a Pinot Grigio, the cheapest I could find.
That doesn't come in a box.
No, the box wine, that's party wine. Or depression wine.
Well, if I'm at a party, I'm obviously depressed.
Oh, God, last time I had that box of wine and you were over, I was really drunk.
It was fantastic.
I regretted it so much.
Ooh, did something happen? Ooh, fish.
Yeah, I got sick the next morning. It was terrible. Thanks, Mike, for reminding me.
All right, guys. Video games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see a BBC article.
Yeah, it's the Nintendo dropping their ball on finances.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You want to start with that?
Let's
since you
start
just
with
mentioned
that.
it?
Yeah, let's bring it up. Nintendo, not doing too well.
I guess like Nintendo.
Oh.
Those finest is Nintendo. Yep, they dropped up to 18% in their stock shares.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was that much.
Oh,
I thought it was only like 8 or 9.
It was 8 or 9,
Jesus.
fluctuated up until 18.
It's crazy.
Because
Yeah.
what do they got? Because everybody has a 3DS or a DS.
They actually, for their forecast for the 3DS in the sales season, they had to cut it from 18 million to 13.5 million sold. So that's a pretty huge amount of people not getting the 3DS.
Wii U is even more than that.
Wii U was unbelievable. It's 70% less.
Yeah. They're not
People actually
selling a lot
want
of those.
Wii U's.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Did you not
See,
read
the
the article?
The problem with Wii U is they're using the same marketing with the Wii, and they're marketing it towards 3 groups of people: old people, children, and housewives that buy a game based on how shiny the cover art is.
All right.
Remember,
Also-
it's the one with the U on the box.
Also, Nintendo's sale model is just basically throw out the mascots, and people will probably buy it. But
Yeah.
it
To
didn't
be
seem to
fair,
work.
I do buy the mascots.
Yeah, we know, and it worked for you, the simple-minded.
Yeah. And Nintendo
Not me,
just seems to
Mario.
just hate first-party supporting their games. Supporting
Okay,
first-party
fine.
games.
No, Nintendo does a pretty decent job.
Well, not yet.
We got Mario up there. We got Pikmin, which is a weird surprise.
Did I say first-party games? I meant third-party.
Yeah, third party is non-existent.
I'm sorry. That's what they really need. Is just if they can't carry it with a new Mario Galaxy every year.
What does the Wii U bring to the table besides a little tablet in front of you while you play?
Nothing.
HD
Right.
graphics.
Sony's talking about...
It's not even HD. It's only 720.
It's 1080.
Is it 1080?
First off, 720p is HD.
It is technically
80
HD.
1080 is true HD.
Is it really 1080p? I thought it stopped at. I thought it stopped at 720.
9, Herr Ferrari. 9.
Does it have HDMI? Oh, it must have HDMI for 1080p.
It does have HDMI.
Interesting. No, I don't. I was playing it over Peter's once, and we were playing some Miiverse games, and if he wasn't using the little tablet, I would have thought it was a Wii.
Well, if you play the shovelware basic game, yeah.
Shrek Team Racing.
No, I just mean in terms of like presentation, and I mean it's got a prettier UI. That's about it.
I mean, that's pretty much what Nintendo does.
that
The 3DS
cool?
is the same thing.
Remember the video screen thing they promised? You could like flick it everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
use it a
does
lot.
that work? Oh.
Yeah, some games you can't do it with because you need both screens, but yeah, it works for the most part.
You can't sell an entire system on. It's the Wii with a tablet. You can't sell a system like
It is HD. I mean, it is a new system. It's new hardware. They can do new things with
Right.
it. It's just people don't know that. Thus, look for the U in the box because nobody
Yeah.
else knows. It looks just like a Wii. I don't know if you've seen the console. It looks like
I
a
have.
Wii.
Yeah.
It's a rounded, longer Wii.
Tom, I wish I had that article saved. There was a whole article describing why Nintendo makes their products underpowered. It's actually some business model they go by.
They don't want to sell them.
No, it was something. There was a reason.
It's cheaper to make, and they make a profit on the consoles.
No, I understand that, but it was actually like it was a published business strategy.
To make money? Yeah, it sounds like a business strategy to me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's I don't know. I'm not explaining it. I'm not explaining it correctly.
Yeah, explain it to me when you actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So that'll be never.
Nice. I mean, that does explain the Dynasty Warriors Zelda game. Dynasty Warriors sells, third party, Nintendo combining, sell 1,000 consoles.
I've never been a big fan of Nintendo. It just this entire system has turned me off.
Yeah, it's funny. I look at my N64 and I've got maybe 6 games. I look at my GameCube, I've got maybe 6 games. And I look at my Wii, I've got maybe 4 games. It's like I keep falling for Nintendo consoles, hoping maybe this one will be different. Maybe this one will be different, and it never is.
So your biggest folly there is saying N64 was a good system when it wasn't.
N64 had some good games.
It had
GoldenEye.
maybe 4 good games.
No,
GameCube did everything a lot better.
GoldenEye, Star Fox, Perfect Dark.
So
Mario 64.
Perfect Dark twice.
Time Splitters, was that on?
No, that was not on. Oh
That's
my!
PS2.
Time Splitters 2 is one of the best shooters I've ever played.
That's on the GameCube as well.
Simply for the fact that you could have a death match with monkeys that were on fire.
Just simple things in life.
And they were just running around screeching and making monkey noises. You just play monkeys with flamethrowers.
Like the only reason I had a Wii is because my friend was moving, and he wanted to sell his for $40. That's the only reason I have a Wii.
The Wii was a pretty decent system, though. I discussed this in the past.
You can
I
buy them for
played
like
some
$70, I think.
Oh, they're cheaper than that. They give them away.
I'm
I think
like,
GameStop sells them for 40.
I was at
Zelda?
GameStop and I saw them for 70.
Yeah, I still haven't played Skyward Sword because the controls annoy me.
let me play Twilight Princess.
I played the GameCube version of Twilight Princess.
You know, I
But
played the game.
That's not how you play Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is the exact same game as the GameCube with motion control aiming for the bow. I don't know why you're doing that.
I played it on GameCube, got to the last dungeon, traded in my GameCube and Twilight Princess for a Wii and the Wii version, then realized how terrible of a mistake that was.
It's the same game.
No, it looks like garbage. The whole game is mirror flipped because they didn't want Link to be left-handed, and the motion controls are annoying.
Well, majority of people are right-handed, so it made sense.
I know, but it was so after playing the entire game, and then going to another one that was mirror flipped was just very odd.
Whatever.
So yeah, Nintendo
Whatever.
not doing too well.
Well, Nintendo has all the money. They can last by themselves as long as
Yeah.
they want, but their share investors are kind of not happy.
I can imagine so.
$114 a share is unbelievably low for Nintendo. I thought was going to be up there.
Well, give it a few months to E3, then they'll announce some crazy new 3DS, some crazy new Wii U, and then they'll make all the money back.
I don't know what they could do with the Wii U. I mean, they already have a small one that's pretty small as it is.
Oh.
I heard they're coming out with like a new, true next-gen system. Yes.
That's probably bullshit.
It's in the rumor mill.
Unless they can play every Wii U game, I don't see the point. Because they already have people buying this thing.
Is the Wii backwards compatible? The Wii U backwards compatible to Wii games?
It has a complete backwards compatibility. It runs Wii mode. You launch a button, it's in the Wii. And you
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So that's better than the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Xbox. Well, the PS. What are they calling PS Now? Is that they're calling the new service?
Oh no, it didn't have a Japanese name before. I thought.
The Gaikai service. It's
Gaikai, yeah.
It's by Gaikai, the company, but the actual implementation is called PS Now. I'm pretty sure it's called PS Now.
It's just gonna let you just stream games instead
Yep.
of downloading them. So, isn't it if you own a PS2 game, it'll like you put the disc in, it'll somehow read it and then say, okay, you're now allowed to stream this game.
No.
No? How does it work?
Either rentals or subscription.
Oh, so if I have a stack of PS2 games, I can't just play them because I already own them?
Play your PS2, motherfucker.
I actually hooked up my PS2. It is in there. I am just still looking for a controller.
All right. Yeah, Logitech. That one's great.
Yeah, I went down to the GameStop on Pearl Street. They had no GameCube. They had no PS2 peripherals. They had tons of games. They had tons of games, although 90% of them were Madden.
They were all blank case Maddens, and they had like
they were like
Ratchet and Clank.
They're 89 cents each.
Yeah, 75% off.
You go to the PS2 section, you're like, oh my god, that's actually the game I want to play. You open it up, it's Madden.
No, they were 89 cents before the 75% off, so they would have been like a quarter each. Would have bought them just to throw out the window at people.
That's rude.
Yeah, it is. But okay, that was actually a good topic to start on.
All right, I want to hear about this controller you almost broke. That intrigued me. Say more.
Okay. I don't play Devil May Cry games because I'm bad at them and they make me feel terrible about myself.
Well, the second half shouldn't be a thing.
Metal Gear Rising is the same way. I am god-awful at that game.
Where were you when you were hucking controllers?
Trying to fight Sam in the desert.
Okay.
It probably took me a good 40 to 50 tries before I finally beat him.
I don't remember this fight very well.
The one in the desert.
Much problem. Yeah, I remember the battle. I just don't remember actually doing it.
I don't know why I had so much trouble with that fight. And I just flung a controller across my apartment.
I remember I was playing the final battle, and that got me annoyed a little bit. I lost like 3 or 4 times, but otherwise I didn't have any problem with that game.
Hank of the Hill,
I love that.
Hankin' and Hillen.
My game was glitching, and I couldn't see the reticle for the vertical slice.
Oh, really?
So I had to reset it to make sure to have even the lines show up.
Were you playing on console?
Yeah. It was just a weird graphical glitch.
I had no issues.
We gotta jumpstart the economy. I'm the governor.
War never changes.
Everybody hates that site.
Control Delete?
Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it is.
I don't read it, but I enjoy the hatred it gets, and they're more entertaining than the actual comics are.
The storyline comics are pretty. They're mediocre, but the little one-off comics about video games are actually they can be funny. They're pretty good.
VG Cats, lol, so random.
Is that site even active anymore?
Yeah, you update like every full moon.
I've never been a VG Cats guy. Never been a Penny Arcade guy. Never been a Control Delete guy.
Penny Arcade.
I was a Legendary Frog guy.
He didn't do comics though. He just did Flash videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Logitech PS2 cordless controller on Amazon, brand new, $127.
Sounds like an Amazon new price.
Good lord. That is a really nice looking controller.
I remember the screw holes were kind of annoying in the way you held it, and some games I played just didn't control well because of it, but everything else was a fantastic controller.
I hate PS2 controllers and PS3 controllers for some reason.
They're tiny.
I do not like 360 controllers. Despise it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like when I play PS3, it's like.
How do you feel about the PS4?
Actually, Tom, you want to talk about big controllers? Remember the Dreamcast controller?
The Dreamcast controller is very, very uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah.
The Xbox One controller, the original big Duke controller, I love that thing. Fantastic. It was great for fighting games, especially Street Fighter, because it had all 3 buttons in a row, like the Sega Saturn controller did. So you have your 3 punches and 3 kicks just lined up. There's no shoulder nonsense. Fantastic. No
the only Dreamcast game I really played was Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi!
Hey.
I actually used to play Phantasy Star Online through a hacked net zero dial-up account back in the day.
I let Peter borrow my Dreamcast once, and it came back with this AT&T sign up on it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm playing Phantasy Star. That was good times.
That was a good game. I
Yes, it
enjoyed that
was.
game.
I had that and Alien Front Online, which was not as fun, but it was an okay game.
I love Skies of Arcadia.
I've never played through that game.
I was gonna say something witty, but I love that game so much.
It has a fan base. I don't like it.
No, it's definitely got a niche JRPG audience. Just for the fact
about JRPG audiences, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, that's true. It's
very
very exploration heavy.
Well, I actually didn't play a lot of it. I just didn't like the aesthetics of it. It had that weird Dreamcast feel to it. I just didn't like it. Like,
It definitely did.
Have you played Evolution?
Yeah, I love Evolution.
That's a really bad RPG. You should feel bad about yourself.
It is bad, but for some reason I love it.
It had that same aesthetic to it, where it fell off. So didn't that Time Splitters? No, not Time Splitters. What was that game?
Oh, Time Stalkers.
Time Stalkers, yes.
That is what.
Which annoyed me because I had that same Dreamcast feel, and it was not Landstalker, which is a much superior game.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I love Time Stalkers.
Have you played Landstalkers?
Terrible. I've not played Landstalker or Lady Stalker.
Do that.
Yeah.
I remember going with my friends opening day of Dreamcast, trying to find one.
$99.99. I pre-ordered it and got my T-shirt.
I got mine for Christmas that year. I was like 12. I don't know.
We went to Funko Land and found one.
Oh, really? On launch day?
Yeah.
And they didn't have any, so they turned you away and sent you to Babbage's.
No, what happened is, like...
Software ETC.
They were going to open one for a display, and they just decided not to. So
nope! Ours.
It was just an unopened one behind the counter. And they're like, whatever. There you go.
Funko Land was great.
It took like $20 off or something like that.
I miss those little newspapers they used to give you that had all the prices in and stuff. Yeah. Trying to con myself into getting these games so I get mediocre trading values, as opposed to, actually having the games.
Yeah.
Super Mario Land 3, only $75.
I remember Kirby's Ultra, Kirby All-Star on the SNES was always really expensive. That's my Funko Land memory.
One time, I saw a commercial for the game Mortal Kombat Gold, and it said Sega.
Yeah.
And my idiot mind, because I only owned a Sega Genesis, thought it was coming out for both Sega Genesis and Dreamcast.
How did you jump from the Genesis to the Dreamcast? There is a system in between that, bro.
I don't know, man.
It's the Sega Saturn, which is glorious.
So every time I saw a commercial for Mortal Kombat Gold, I'm like, I'm like, it's coming out for Sega Genesis, I swear. It's going to be at the store. I swear. This time it's going to be there.
Where's the Genesis section, sir? Out the door, punk.
I have an interesting question.
Yes.
Speaking of these older video game stores, has anyone ever had an experience where they either took the day off or weren't working or whatever, but they went to the mall and waited for a game store to open just to get a game the day it opened?
I've been to every major launch.
No, I'm not talking like launches. I'm just talking about this random game. So you waited in the mall at 8 in the morning for them to open up at 9 just so you could get this game because you were so hyped about it.
The time I had money was when I was working at GameStop, and I often opened.
Okay, so that would be a no then. So I won't.
Well, Arkham City, I left my classes early and went home and played that. That's pretty much it.
Where mine was Xenosaga. I know Tom's going to cringe at that.
That's a bad game.
That was a good game.
It was an interesting movie.
I went to like every Call of Duty launch, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
I've been to many Madden launches.
Why?
I've never purchased a Madden. I just enjoy the lion.
Oh.
Those guys are excited about their Madden. It's a good time.
Tom, I have Rhythm Heaven Fever showing up tomorrow.
How many flip rolls have you done?
5 flipper rolls.
Doki 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 desu.
I went to one of the releases. They had a tournament. They had one for Halo and they had one for Black Ops. and the projection screen they had, on the right side of the screen you couldn't see shit because of the way they were set up. So whoever was on the right side instantly lost. Like, it didn't matter how many points they got, they lost.
Quality control, bro.
So everybody on the left had like perfect HD picture. Right side is just dark, shady, couldn't see shit.
You can't play with your eyes closed? What are you, new? Playing with a Guitar Hero controller?
Noob.
I play Call of Duty with a DDR pad.
I played a game with a DDR pad. What was it?
Hopefully DDR.
Was it Tekken?
Well, obviously DDR, but yes, it was. It was Tekken Tag. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Why in the
Because we
world?
had them, and we're like, why not? It was a very slow match of Tekken. If you could take a guess.
All right.
I'm trying to get better with Dragunov and Tekken Tag 2.
I will mess you up, bro. Bring it at me.
All right.
I've been using JC. I miss Corey.
I miss me too.
You should come back.
All right. So that was a hell of a tangent.
Right.
I wish Funkoland, I wish GameStop still had those old newspaper ads, though.
Well, Funkland had the newspapers, and GameStop didn't have a soul and stopped the newspaper.
So what's this article about Airtonetic? How do you say this?
Tonalika?
I always called it Air Tonalico.
Yeah, Tonalika.
Okay. I'm sure how to pronounce it.
Tonalico.
Air Tonalico and CL No Surge combined for Gust's next game.
Yeah.
What?
Our No Surge, our Surge, whatever you want to call it.
This,
It's a new RPG coming up for the PS3 that is gonna
this topic?
as
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
I've heard our Air Tonalico 3 has really good music.
Our Tonalika 3 is a pretty mediocre game all around, but the music's... All three games have pretty good music. Well, four. There's four of those.
Are you making these games up?
No. Those are when the JRPG niche came in full force back in the end of the PS2 era.
Yeah.
And then then PS3 was just rare, niche PS3 RPG and nobody cared about because it was too...
Guys, I heard about this great game coming out. It's called Time and Eternity.
Oh, God.
Hey, guys, look at this great game coming out. It's coming out soon. It's Virgin Games presents Aladdin. It's coming out soon.
Can't wait. I'm thinking now, of all the PS3 RPGs, I think only like maybe 6 of them were mainstream, top-tier budget RPGs. Every other one was just those random off-company
Are you
weird
counting
games.
Final Fantasy 13 and 13?
I am counting 13.
Okay. So what is this? This is 2 game series that are merging?
I guess. They have the director from the dude and the artist, and they're just making a new RPG in the same style as Tonalico.
Game sci-fi fantasy setting. All right, I'm gonna buy it probably.
Final Fantasy 13-3.
The demo for that is out.
No, it got recalled.
The demo?
Yeah, like a
It
day
was-
later.
it was out
pulled from the
today.
store. Okay, well when they put it out a week ago, it was recalled from the day later because it was put up early by accident.
Oh, well, yeah, today.
Okay.
I didn't play it yet.
I can't believe they made a second one or a third one.
Yeah. Alright, so basically this is 2 kawaii
They do
JRPGs
get better.
merging into one super kawaii game.
The
As long as
world
it's not one of those cross...
of our No Surge will revolve around magic and the power of thoughts.
Hey, I like that kind of thing.
What is the power of thoughts in this context?
You can think your way through a battle.
Touche.
Speaking
Thank
of
you for
tactic
clarifying.
RPGs, we're moving on to the next subject. First, I want my cloud costume in Final Fantasy 13-3. Second, Yasumi Matsuno. Making
Yeah,
a
that
game.
Kickstarter.
Do you know who he is?
No.
He did
He
Tactics,
made-
didn't he?
He made Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, and Final Fantasy 12. And Vagrant Story. What do those games have in common?
They're all excellent.
I never played
really,
any of them.
really good games that I like.
Even though I haven't played 2 of them.
Which ones?
Vagrant Story, which is still sitting next to my TV, and I didn't play Ogre Battle. Or Tactics Ogre.
Tactics Ogre That was very good. They have a remake for the PSP, which is very good.
I've heard. I'm kind of thinking about getting it and then just using the PPSSP emulator, so I don't have to stare at a tiny screen.
Yeah, it works fine. Do it.
Yeah, I've heard that's a really, really good tactical RPG.
It's fantastic.
Tactics bored the. I don't know.
I don't like most of them. Like this guy, that game bores the shit out of me.
That's just a stat blaster. All it is.
Yeah, it's too slow. Too build character to level 9,999. I don't have time for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And you have to if you want to get anywhere in the game. You have to level up your characters. Well, if you want to do like the extra stuff.
Well, that's why I
have
to
get yourself ridiculously.
Why would you get that high if it had no payoff? But the point is that it's there.
I know.
It's too tedious.
I saw Matt playing Tactics, and he's releasing Chocobos, and they were like, "Real world? What's that? Please don't let me go."
I remember my final team was my character, like 4 Chocobos, and Cloud.
That's all you need, man.
Ramza, double-wield Genji gloves as a monk, just punch everything to death.
No, you gotta throw Excalibur swords.
That game was so easy to break and it was so fun. You would just what was that one class? Was it mathematician or scholar?
Yeah. Mathematician.
You would just randomly do some attack that would wipe out everything on the map, and everything would die. Your party.
If you like Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre was a precursor to that. It's same game pretty much.
I have heard that.
Yeah, so if you like that, you'll like this game.
Any RPG game that you can break gets boring real fast.
Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah. Actually, speaking of tactical games, I just threw EPSXE on my Galaxy tablet and started playing Front Mission 3.
How's that going for you? Did you choose to go to the mall or did you stay home?
What? I stayed home because I wanted to do Elise's story first.
Ah.
Because it's shorter.
Corey, how's Valkyria Chronicles treating you?
I got into some other games recently. I haven't played it very much.
Oh.
Do yourself a favor and grind after every battle.
Grinding.
That sounds like the most fun game ever. Thank you, Chris.
You have to.
Welcome to Japanese games.
Seriously, this shouldn't be a surprise.
Damn.
What have you been playing, Corey?
Thought we'd save that to the end, but
We'll save it to the end. We'll save it to the end if you want. That's usually the end of the show segment. That's fine.
We have a structure in place that you're just forgoing.
I just wanted to hear your voice. I missed you.
Well, let's talk about whatever's next, unless you people want to talk more about something on Kickstarter that looks like you have to pay a lot of money to get cool classes.
Or Mr. Matsuno-san also released a 3DS game. I have not played it. It came out. What was it called? It's a series of games, and he made one of them. It's a 3DS eShop game that was like $8, and it was a tactics game that I completely missed.
Was it Crimson Saga?
Yes.
Crimson.
Yes, that's the one.
What the hell is it? The name of it? Where's my DS? It's over there somewhere. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of game, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I have not played it yet, but I will let you know next week because I am going to buy the fuck out of it.
It is supposed to be excellent.
I hear it's a fantastic game. It's $8. So
it's It's $8, but Crimson Shroud. That's what it is.
Yes, Crimson Shroud.
Yeah.
When is Bravely Default coming out?
Next month.
February 7th. And if anyone is interested, Best Buy is still taking reserves for the collector's edition.
I already have mine reserved at the GameStamp.
What's the collector's edition entitled?
Art book, special packaging, soundtrack, and whatever those AR cards are. What are those?
Augmented reality cards.
What are they?
You throw on your little 3DS camera, it reads the card, and a little picture pops out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good old time.
Comes with a little figure too. That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Tom, I've heard from multiple reviewers that while Crimson Shroud is an $8 game, the production values of that are like a full-fledged game.
Yasumi Matsuno game. So
yeah,
I'm going to buy the fuck out of it.
I got it when it was on sale for like $8, and I still have not played it. Maybe I should.
Didn't it just come out like not even a month ago?
Oh, it's been out for over a year.
Really? It's been that long?
Crimson Shroud?
Man,
yeah,
where have I been? Where have I been?
Maybe not a year, but it's been out for quite a while, I thought.
Oh, I gotta commit Arnold Sudoku now.
You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it.
Okay. Resident Evil 4 again. Let's talk about that.
I enjoyed that game.
I enjoyed it back when I played it 10 years ago.
I've enjoyed it several times on several different systems.
Yeah.
I played it through on the GameCube version, and then I unlocked the the Resident Evil 2 costume and played through it again because I love that RPD.
Yeah. Funniest thing I ever did in that game was, you remember the mine launcher?
Yeah.
I did that. I upgraded it, got the homing ability, just fired it off randomly. It attached to a crow, and the crow flew back in my face. Crimson Shroud was released December 13th, 2012.
Where have I been?
I don't know.
I feel bad. I have to buy this now. How did I have just heard about it like a week ago? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I never touched the 3DS eShop. That's probably why.
Oh, look at that. It was developed internally by Level 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 5. Good guys.
Yeah, very good guys. Dark Cloud
Rogue
2.
Galaxy. Who's ever played that? I don't know.
Rogue. All right, that's really weird because I was thinking about that game today.
Good game.
With Jaster Rogue.
Yep. Jaster.
I was reading something on Reddit about PS2, like unknown PS2 RPGs that you have to play, and that was on several lists.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's a level 5 game. I'm surprised.
Well, yeah.
So
Could be bad.
Noticed.
Well, now I definitely have to get that controller.
Oh yeah.
Fire that game back up. That had a very good battle system, if I remember. It was kind of like Treasure Planet, the RPG, but like.
I completely forgot what we're talking about for a second. Yes, Rogue Galaxy.
What'd you think we were talking about?
I was talking about Resident Evil 4 again, and I was like...
Resident Evil 4, they need to stop.
Or was that...
Yeah.
Okay, I know Atlantis came out at the same time. That was not the Disney movie.
That's the same animation.
No, that was Treasure Planet. You're thinking Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Treasure Planet was the Disney one, and Atlantis was the non-Disney one.
Treasure Planet actually had a really good game on Dreamcast.
Atlantis and Treasure Planet are both Disney.
What, Atlantis is Disney too?
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, really?
They came out around the same time, same animation style, but they're two different movies.
I thought it was made by the dude who made Anastasia.
No.
Oh, man.
We're
It is Walt
the
Disney,
Disney
right?
discussion
Wow.
again?
I'm sorry, I get those movies confused often.
This Womps.
We'll never talk about that episode. It is dead.
And see.
This episode.
I forgot about that episode. I love that episode.
Actually, you know what's funny? Since we're talking about Crimson Shroud, what annoys me is that on the 3DS shop, you can't gift a game to somebody.
Really?
Like, you know, if you're on Android or iOS and you want to buy an app, you could just gift it and send it to somebody, and they would get the email and they would download and they would get it.
Wait till me how many apps I buy on the Android marketplace.
I'm aware, but I'm just saying that I was surprised that they didn't have that on the 3DS. It seems like something that they should have. So you could just purchase a game digitally for somebody else.
I don't know. They have the shop money you can send somebody. Whatever.
You can send somebody shop money?
You can buy it on Amazon and give them the code.
Oh, well, yeah. But that's just
Whatever.
adding a process to the step.
But I want them to play Shinobi. Why did
So
they
when
buy
is
Pokemon?
So when is Resident Evil 4 HD coming out?
Next month.
Is there anything different other than, is it just a retexture?
It has actual controls this time.
What?
Is there anything else added other than just the HD graphics?
From my
Or-
understanding, no, it's just a HD version with new textures and all that good stuff. It's not the awful PC version we were given already.
Okay.
I just want to mod it so the girl just looks, like
Naked.
my kawaii senpai.
Leon!
Go!
What the hell are you talking about?
Just have like the president's daughter just be like a kawaii anime girl with giant eyes, just be like,
Why?
Oh, okay. Holy crap! Speaking of that, Metal Gear Rising. That security guard that's looking at at the anime magazine. He's like, Hikari-chan, so kawaii.
Remember that?
Did you finally see Sunny?
Yes, I finally saw Sunny.
Dude, she is too kawaii in that game. Oh god.
Those headphones, man, adorable.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Resident Evil 4 is gonna play it. It'll run at 60 frames a second.
Yep, 60 frames a second.
And
I
it's
don't know
only
if
gonna
it's
be
locked to 1080.
It's only gonna be $20.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh,
Resident
I
Evil 4. If they charge more than that, I mean, come on.
I get an article right here saying it's being released featuring Steam support. Will launch for $20. And this article is from today, actually, on GameSpot.
I think I paid enough money for Resident Evil 4 in my life.
Well, you have 2 PS2 copies.
One's a collector's edition.
Do you have the chainsaw controller?
I do.
Do you really?
I have the GameCube one.
Oh, Lord.
I also have the GameCube version of the game on the GameCube games or somewhere else.
Somebody offered me that for free to GameStop, and I was like, no, I really don't want it.
You throw
I'm
that
good.
away. Yeah. I think
In retrospect, I probably should have taken it just because, but no.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I don't know.
Wait. They're making another Yakuza game?
Yes, this
sorry,
one is.
I'm sorry, I'm getting way ahead of everyone.
This one is an Edo period. Actual
Really?
samurai. Yes, it looks phenomenal. It's coming out for both the
Samurai.
PS3 and the PS4. PS4 one looks fucking awesome.
So, Yakuza, I played the first one. I must have gotten like 40 or 50 hours into there, and then accidentally had only one save file, and I was ill-equipped and just could not beat a boss, and never went
Really?
back to it. Yeah, I don't remember. It was that boss that's voiced by Mark Hamill, the crazy one.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah, that wasn't hard.
But that game was a lot of fun. It was kind of like rated R Shenmue.
Don't say that.
It was rated R Shenmue. Shenmue
Oh.
was a good game.
Don't break my heart, man.
Haven't they made 5 of those games, I think?
Yakuza, Yakuza 5 did not come out in the U.S. and that's like, is this
No,
game
there was-
coming to the U.S. or?
No, one of them was like zombies, I thought. Like the undead.
Yeah, that's
That's
Yakuza
4?
of the Dead or some.
Oh, okay. So
It's
it was
1
Yakuza-
through 5, and then they have the spin-off.
Okay.
Dead Souls, is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Yakuza Dead Souls, yeah. That was a spin-off, non-canon, fun, goofy game.
Are those games in any way connected?
1 through
Or is
5
it,
are.
or is it kind of like Uncharted, where you can just jump in to 2 or 3, but it helps if you played 1?
Episodic.
Yeah, like is it gonna matter if I just jump into 3?
No, they're all their own contained stories, and they give you a little summary of what happened before.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the latest one? It's on the PS3?
Yeah, we didn't get 5 in the U.S., but 4 is the latest one we got.
Is it good?
Yes, it is. It's very good.
Okay. Is it still the same open world structure?
Yeah, even more so. It's like $15. It's really cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
check that out because I
Yeah.
enjoyed the original one.
They're very
So-
fun games.
I don't get what the point of just going to a restaurant and giving a chick lots of money and desserts for no reason is, though.
You have to have Senpai notice you.
Ooh, I guess.
You are my senpai, my only.
Okay.
senpai.
I will mute the fuck out of you.
You're sugoi kawaii desune. I'm done.
I guess suicide is the only option in this one.
I can think of no other solution to this.
Suicide's painless.
On the air executions.
It's gonna get our ratings up.
Okay. I think that's all I had for the storyboard of this week. Oh, yes, the whole Microsoft paying YouTube accounts to not talk ill of them, either speak only highly or normal, but nothing negative.
I think I heard about that, but just in passing. You want to go a little deeper into it?
Yeah, what's that site? Makimania? Where?
Machinima.
Machinima,
Yeah, whatever the hell they are. They had a deal with Microsoft that they would not speak ill of them. They would speak only positively or neutral and have 30 seconds of gameplay footage of the Xbox One. And
Seriously?
this was found out by somebody leaking a document, and people were like, "Oh my God, Microsoft pays people? That's crazy."
And people are surprised at this?
Exactly. I think EA has something to do with another case too, but I don't know much about that.
But it's part of the E3 trailer was showing footage from Machinima. It's like, oh, Dead Rising 3, I need help. Go to Machinima.
Okay, I didn't
Okay.
watch that, so yeah. But Machinima is really what it's called.
Yep.
I'm
Machinima.
saying it way wrong. All I know, the only thing I know about those guys is they did that they hosted that new Mortal Kombat series.
Maybe it's Machinima, but I always called it Machinima.
It's Machinima. Machinima Respawn.
Okay.
That's cool. Those Mortal Kombat movies are pretty cool. That's all I got. Who goes to YouTube? Am I right? Am I right?
I do.
Tom, you can answer a question. Is it true that YouTube behaves a lot better now if you view it in HTML5 rather than Flash?
HTML5 is vastly superior to Flash, if that's what you're asking me.
I've just heard that because YouTube sucks lately with all the buffering and such, but I've heard if you view it in HTML5, it runs flawlessly.
I have not tried it yet. I don't YouTube very often, but HTML5 is the better format.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever buffered for a YouTube video.
I don't buffer,
I
man.
haven't buffered a video.
Who buffers? It's like a Seinfeld episode.
No, there's not enough people watching for that.
It's absolutely true.
Jerry, I need your mattress.
Jerry, I need your computer. Well, what's wrong with your computer? I'm buffering, Jerry.
Oh, your Jerry Seinfeld is flawless.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, that was his Kramer, actually. It's gold, Jerry. That's gold.
Is that Kramer? That's George, man. That's totally George.
I don't know.
The Seinfeld cast. Right. Let's just go with what you've been playing, because this week has been pretty dull.
Yeah, it has been.
The droughts, as they call it.
Did anyone go out and play Ballpoint Universe?
Yes.
I did. I played Ballpoint Universe. It was awful to control because I have 3 monitors. It does not lock the monitor.
Really?
It's exclusively mouse-driven. And
you could. I played it with a 360 controller.
I had one. It did not detect it.
You have to pair. You have to turn it on before you launch the game.
It's wired, bro.
Oh, I don't know then. I did it with a 360 controller and it works flawlessly.
I checked the options. It said 360 controls, and it had the listing.
Playing with the mouse was not very fun.
No, that's why I used the controller.
It looked very nice. It was a very nice looking game. The art style is very cool. I do appreciate it. I didn't know what was going on. Like, it was kind of just jumping into random genres. Like, I was in a shooter, and then I was in a platformer.
Yeah, I think the platformer is really just exploration to get to the next shooter area.
Oh, okay.
But you find stickers. You find big golden stickers of animals.
Yeah.
I don't know why yet.
Neither do I. But I don't know how much you played, Tom. But I don't know how much you played, but you can really, really customize your ship.
Okay. I will go back and play it again if I can get my 360 controller to work.
Chris, how do you get your secondary weapon to work in that game? Not the blade or the weak little submachine gun that doesn't do any damage. It looks like I have something else to fire on there. How do I use it?
Oh, it's like the super attack?
Oh, that's the super attack. Okay, that makes sense, because I noticed I had something else to upgrade. I didn't upgrade it because I wasn't sure what it did.
Yeah, there's your primary weapon, your secondary weapon. I think they call it, like, body. There's the 4 categories. One of them is your body, one's the primary weapon, secondary weapon, and the third one is, like, the super attack. You fill up the meter, I think, by just destroying enemies, and then you just hit a button and it just goes riding on the screen and just destroys stuff.
What game is that?
This is Ballpoint Universe.
We're all supposed to play it.
Yeah, we're all supposed to play it.
But yeah, I imagine playing that with a keyboard and mouse would be very, very annoying.
Just mouse.
Just mouse.
Just mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It wasn't awful up until every time I tried to click somewhere, it would click off screen and minimize my game. And I just got frustrated, so I stopped playing.
I mean,
Using the mouse in the shooter part, very easy. But then in the platformer part, I look like some sort of horrible little deformed creature bumping into walls repeatedly.
Did you guys check out that link I sent you for that game? It was on one of the bundle sites.
I did see that, but I didn't see any other games I would have been interested in, so I didn't get it.
Deadly Premonition?
Never. I don't think I've heard of that.
Okay, you're wrong for not knowing about it. Deadly Premonition it's like Resident Evil 4 if it was made awfully and added Twin Peaks to it.
What's Twin Peaks?
It's a show from the early 90s. It was by
one of
David
the most
Lynch.
surreal, like, famous cult shows from the early 90s.
I have heard of it. But...
First season's awesome. Second season's not by David Lynch. Ignore it.
Deadly Premonitions.
It came out for the Xbox originally. It was. It looks like a PS2 game. It plays like not as good as Resident Evil 4, but it's fantastic.
What makes it fantastic? The plot, the controls,
the dialogue, the actual atmosphere of the game.
Yeah.
How goofy it is. It's very B-movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that. Actually, I think the last House of the Dead they came up with was trying to be like a B movie.
That wasn't intentionally trying to be low budget. Where this game is, they're trying, but that's what they could get.
Don't you think so, Jack?
It's not right, Zach.
Okay, so they're not trying to be a shitty B movie game. It just actually is a shitty B movie game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, guys, when they die, they're like, I don't want to die.
Fantastic.
Speaking of Steam games I should have played but haven't, has anyone played The Wolf Among Us?
Yes. I think I talked about that.
Is it good?
Yes, it's awesome.
Point-and-click adventure game?
It's a Telltale game.
Okay.
Have you read Fable?
No, but I have heard of them, so I know what it's based on. I just have not played the game. I didn't know if it was worth it.
It's a Telltale game based on a really good comic series.
No, I know of the series, so I know how it's based.
I gave you a summary of the game. It is a Telltale game.
All right, fine.
They have one game. But the theme of this one game happens to be a good comic book.
Does anyone remember Homestar Runner?
Yes.
I remember Homestar Runner.
Do you know that Telltale made a series of Homestar Runner games?
Yes. Strong Bad's game for...
Cool game for attractive people.
Yes, cool game for
You know what game's really good? The Jurassic Park Telltale game.
I did not play that. I've wanted to, but
It's pretty good.
I'll have to go back and play it.
I'm going to be a quarterback.
I played the Back to the Future, and I played Sam and Max.
Oh, yeah, the Back to the Future one was good, too.
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones one has potential. I started Walking Dead, and I'm a little choked up. Clementine, I'm starting to feel for it. You know?
Everyone says that's a must-play. The Walking Dead Telltale game.
Dude, that dog was cold.
Oh, man.
I gave that dog some food, and it was a little bitch.
I'm still in the pharmacy. I'm still at the beginning, kind of.
Are you enjoying it, Conan?
the first season. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore what I said, because I'm not there.
Are you enjoying it, Conan?
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm jumping back between that and I'm playing Peace Walker. Because I haven't played Peace Walker yet. Because Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5 is based entirely off Peace Walker.
Okay. You know the latest Metal Gear anthology collection they released has Peace Walker on console? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I have the 360 version, but I've been playing exclusively PS3 for the past couple months.
Okay.
I don't like Peace Walker.
It's weird. It's ridiculously easy. The enemies don't seem to notice you, even if you run into their faces. And that parachute thing is so OP.
Oh, I love that. It just latches onto their back and shoots them up into the sky.
Remember in 3 and 2, when you knock the guys out, you're afraid they might wake up?
Yeah.
It's just like, whoop, whoop.
The thing about that game was what a lot of PSP games did, where it made it into little segments of missions as opposed to one full game.
Yeah.
That drove me nuts.
Pain in the ass.
I had to.
Dynasty Warriors did it. A few other games did it as well. I just didn't like the mission structure.
Like, they kind of had to based on the hardware limitations.
Oh, come on.
And then hearing all these English people.
The Valkyrie Chronicles games are the same way on 2 and 3.
Exactly.
Like, they will break one map into like 5 different areas.
It's annoying.
Where you actually have to transition back and forth between.
Like, World of Arcana was fun. That was an open world. That was fine. I don't know why these games did it. It was annoying.
Wow. I don't know.
You completed the level. Do you want to go back as one random soldier and complete the mission again and complete a different objective? I'm like, no. I want to play as Big Boss the entire game.
I don't want the entire way through.
Oh wait, I can upgrade my gun.
Did somebody say Metal Gear?
Yeah, Metal Gear.
I'm going through the game non-lethal. I'm like, oh, I can knock my guy out for another 10 minutes. I'm just going to walk up to him, use the parachute, and get him off the screen.
Why is Metal Gear Excelsis a giant lion ant, whatever you want to call it? It's just a giant friggin'... What is going on?
Jump.
Hideo Kojima?
Yeah, it's true. Oh,
Saw blade, block, combo.
It's a snatcher.
The little kid who needs subtitles for his subtitles.
Yeah, we went over that. awful.
He actually said, "Go ninja, go ninja, go."
I saw that. Cowabunga. And I looked over and said, did he just make a Ninja Turtles reference?
The greatest part of that game is when you slice that kid in half.
Yeah, it doesn't even, like...
It doesn't even, like,
show you.
finish sentences.
He's like, "You're pretty, yeah. Oh yeah, I like your face." Like, and Sonny's like, "What the fuck are you saying to me?"
Stranger danger.
He's like macking on Sonny at the end of the game, and she has no idea what the hell he's saying. She's just
right, yes. It's kind of like in Tekken, how they all speak their respective language. Like, Jin's just talking to Anna, and there's Japanese and English. She's like, what? Okay. Then Horan comes in, starts speaking Korean, and there's like 6 languages going on at the same time. They're all kind of talking, and you don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, Tekken.
Dragunov's ending is awesome.
In Tag 2?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
He gets a big box, and it's remember that robot girl? That's OP? It's just filled with that. It's just the cutscene is him trying to put that thing apart together. So he's just like putting it together, and it falls apart. He's like, and he's putting stuff together. Then he presses the self-destruct button, and he blows up.
So Tekken Tag 2, fantastic game, and I think it was very underrated for the last generation of games.
It's actually I really like it.
It's fantastic. Best fighting game of PS3.
Tom cheats at it. He's got like a Game Shock. He's got like a 32X connected to it on top of that.
Codebreaker.
Got my Codebreaker, my action replay. I got all the cheats. All the codes are just labeled Beat Mike.
All this cheats and stuff caused me to break so many PS2 controllers back in the day.
I broke a record amount of Super Nintendo controllers.
Well, I played SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, and I made the mistake.
There you go.
I made the mistake of going on PS2 online. So these guys, they're guys. The max stat your guy can be is 100. These guys were 9999999. They flew. They had finishing moves as regular moves, and they were climbing the top rope into midair. So they were like up in midair.
I remember SOCOM where people were just objects, like scenery. People would be trees and stuff. See a tree with like a machine gun is hilarious. PS2 Online was a... somebody brought back Outbreak servers.
Oh yeah.
For Resident Evil?
Resident Evil Outbreak. Somebody brought back the servers for PS2.
Okay,
really?
Grab your PS2s, grab an Ethernet cord, but jump all this shit right now.
Those games are really
I wish
fun.
I still had my copy of Outbreak. That was a great game.
Grab your AOL trial discs. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Oh man, it's
Welcome.
fantastic.
You've got mail.
I have a very tech-savvy uncle who's in big ends at Foxconn, and he has a .aol email address. I'm like, how do you even have this?
I still have a .aol.com.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I have
What is it?
MK920. Oh no, I don't want to give my email out.
I remember my original AOL name from back in the 90s. It was tcool587.
If I tell you guys my original name, it might offend some people.
Do it.
Say it.
So don't say it then.
Is it horribly racist?
It was White Pride 290.
Oh my god.
This is my 12-year-old self.
Playing wrestling games, probably going to Walmart in a nice pickup truck, listening to your Garth Brooks.
The back of the back window is just a painted flag.
With the ICP logo.
Garth Brooks is white pride now? I don't know.
It is
Garth
country
Brooks.
music.
Oh Jesus.
I'm down with the Juggalo, Struggalo.
I'm trying to remember my 90s country music. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
So Tom, what have you been playing?
I have been playing Shinobi and hating my life. That game is... It's hard.
I've actually been playing an Android semi-free-to-play game, and I'm enjoying it way more than I should be.
What game's that?
Ski Safari Adventure Time.
That sounds so generic.
You know the Adventure Time game? Adventure Time, the show?
I know Adventure Time.
Yeah, it's just a downhill skiing game with power-ups and strange things. I haven't actually paid for anything, because you can actually make progress. You don't have to use the free-to-play model. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with it, but I am.
I remember the one where you just kind of flew through the air.
Yeah, I think it's just so mindless, and if I just need to kind of detach and play something where I can just tap, and rather than Metal Gear Rising where I just hate myself.
I don't enjoy phone games. I'm just not.
Well, I'm playing it on my tablet, so.
Yeah, even then, I can't do it. The only game I play on my tablet are all rhythm games, like Cytus, which is awesome.
I played that game. It's not bad.
Cytus is just a copy of Technica, but it's fantastic.
I played it. It's good.
I just play that song, Hot Air Balloon, on repeat because it's the most irritating song, and everybody hates me when I play it. So I have perfected it, 100%.
Trying to see if there's a way to play Re-Rave.
Re-Rave is incredibly irritating to play because there's so much point systems and unlocking and play coins. It's such a fucking mess.
Oh.
My God.
Running around at the speed of sound, places to go.
Gotta follow my rainbow.
Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Okay, man, you're crossing generations of Sonic here. Let's see. I've also been playing. I've made an actual list. I brought back my backloggery site account because I do this thing where I have a lot of games and I kind of just keep playing a little bit, then jump into another game and playing a little bit.
Yeah, I have the same bad habit.
So I've just been putting games on backloggery. Like, these are the games I'm going to play. These are the 4. And then I started playing Sleeping Dogs, and I've been playing that.
I haven't even played that game, and I bought it.
I've lost my save file twice, and I now own it on Steam. And this is how I'm going to play it now, because I had it on I had it on 360 first, because I lost all my saves on my PS3. Sorry, 360. That's the right system I used. Yeah, 360. Lost all my saves. Said, fuck it, play the PC. And now I played it all already up to where I am. I have not surpassed where I got to before, but I still really enjoy the game. Yeah. It doesn't bother me that I'm replaying it. Some games I just can't. I almost won't replay it because it annoys me to replay areas I've already been without beating the game first. But this game is always fun.
So if I were gonna play an Asian open world game, would I play Sleeping Dogs or Yakuza 3?
They're so different games, man.
I know.
One thing that's great though, Sleeping Dogs, is the soundtrack is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're running from the cops, and it's like really smooth K-pop going on in the background.
Really?
Yeah. K-pop. It's all C-pop, yo.
I was gonna say, I thought it was Chinese.
It has a bunch of American rap and it has a bunch of Chinese rap.
Whenever I play, I listen to the people like saying snide comments on the side, and I walk up to them and karate kick them.
All right, maybe I'll have to bust this game out because
I remember Mike was over my house once, and I was showing him Sleeping Dogs. He walks down the apartment, and these two ladies are talking to each other. Like, my boyfriend's so awesome. The first thing he does is kick both of them off the staircase. That's his first action.
Then I found like one of those little the police car, little moped, little one-wheeler vehicle things. I went on a high-speed chase with that thing. I got arrested. And then I walked up to the first cop I saw when I got arrested, and I punched. And I'm like, not as good as my the NBA 2K13 gameplay.
Mike gets the ball, throws it.
I don't care where I am.
Doesn't time it, doesn't get lined up, just...
So I just went to GameStop.com, and above where it says sign in, in big lettering, it says Xbox One, buy now.
Buy it now.
They apparently have PS4s available at Best Buy, and just nobody's getting them.
I have to make it track because I have one, but I've been having popped up at Targets too.
Can you do a screen share with live podcast?
No, I don't think so.
What's up?
Can you do screen share during a live podcast?
I don't think so.
I've never tried it.
That's dangerous thinking.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Sleeping Dogs. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma, which is a fun game.
Told you.
Climbing on everything. It doesn't matter how tall things are. I'm climbing on it.
I heard that game was just inherently bad.
Really? I've heard nothing but good things about it.
That's a sleeper hit if ever there one was. Was one.
Really?
That game was just completely overshadowed by Dark Souls. They're very different games, but they
Yeah.
get kind of compared to each other.
The customization in that game is incredible.
Is it more like Skyrim-y?
Yeah, more than Dark Souls is. Yeah,
Okay.
With maybe the worst opening song I've ever heard in my life.
it's pretty Japanesey.
Is it also easy breezy?
It's not easy breezy.
There's a section that starts out with a nice little bit of piano and some violins and a cello, and if you can get to the startup and then load your game before the horrible J-Rock starts, I consider that a win every time.
Why'd that dragon eat my heart, Corey? That was mean.
Yeah, but now you're Dragonborn-ish.
But I was just fishing, having a good time, and this fucking dragon
lived in a
steals
shit-
my hearts.
You lived in a shithole, Tom, and no one liked you. You lived in a shitty Cassadria, whatever the fuck it was called. Little crappy fisshole village. You're the only one not pussy enough to take down a dragon.
I like how the guards came, like, come help us fight the dragon. Dragon comes on, get the fuck out of here.
My character was a little boy. He was tiny.
I am
got the shit kicked out of me by a dragon.
I am buff ass female as usual.
Oh yeah, you could be super huge titted or fat or
Breast
tall.
slider is a option.
Weight is a big thing in that game. I imagine 2 huge hunks of fat on your chest probably help weigh you down a bit. I was getting blown around by breezes, and enemies could just like throw me around at will because I was so tiny.
I didn't know that. I'm thin. I didn't know that was a.
Matt created Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie and all.
Of course he did.
Match and commit suicide.
They were on a magic adventure.
He did this in Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah,
I know you can do that in Skyrim. I don't have the mod or anything.
like Pinkie Pie was like
Looks
has the
back
curly
and forth
hair.
nervous.
Suicide is an option here, guys.
Have you guys seen the Skyrim mod with Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
My favorites
It's
are
hilarious.
the Macho Man Randy
Yeah.
Savage Dragon mod.
That's
the
good.
best.
That's yeah. Have you seen the Thomas the Tank Engine one, Corey?
No, I haven't.
Look it up. It's hilarious.
You know the opening scene when they're about to decapitate you?
Yeah.
They're like, what's that sound? And up in the,
Toot toot.
in the background, you see like the Thomas the Tank Engine on the top of the mountain.
Oh man. So what are your guys' opinion about Skyrim?
I liked it, but it's not as great as everybody makes it out to be.
I hear the exact opposite. I hear everybody hates it.
It's the exact. It's more accessible than Oblivion, and Oblivion was more accessible than Morrowind.
Right.
It's
What's it
really
called? Baby's first RPG. That's what they call it.
It's
Speaking of,
definitely weird.
Speaking of Morrowind, Corey, there is a team that's currently remaking Morrowind in the Skyrim engine.
How's that going? Because it was going really slow last I checked on
I
it.
don't know. It's called Skywind.
Yeah. It
The thing
looked
about it
nice.
is once you get the dragon shouts to max, it's like it doesn't matter if there's a bandit coming at you. You just
Yeah.
look in his general direction and he's flying across the map. It's
See,
smart.
I haven't played since they put that new game system in where you can like level up infinitely.
That's what
By,
I
like,
did.
Resetting your skills or something.
Yeah, it's the bookshelf bit. So you read
Yeah.
the book.
No, not a glitch. It's
You can reset your stats and
You reset your stats, but you can just continually. I haven't played it since then. I got the 2 DLCs when they were on sale for like $10 each because I heard that they were quite good.
I heard one was absolutely
Dragonborn was
terrible,
quite
which
good.
was the vampire
Build your own
one.
house.
And then I heard there was another one where you built a house, and then that was worthless as
you
well.
could adopt kids.
Oh,
Yeah, but there's a
boy.
mod that is a much better house building than that.
Of course it is.
I like to go into the fancy dining rooms, just like dragons shout all their dishes off the table, and just throw fruit across the room. And
I did the same thing in that game as I do with every other Western RPG. I will
Which
start
is?
the game, I'll do the first mission of the main quest, and then I'll just wander off.
Yep.
I'll
Well,
come
that's the point of the game.
level 70 and do the second mission of the actual game, and then say, why am I playing this anymore, and I stop playing.
I did
Fallout
the
3, Fallout Vegas,
The si-
Oblivion.
I'm like, oh wait, a giant. Let me say hi to it. You're doing like the Team Rocket blasting off the damn thing.
Did they fix that, or is that still in the game?
That's
I
still
think
it.
it's still in there.
Oh,
You
really?
have to keep that in the game.
It's like, oh wait, I'm out.
Hilarious.
I'm on a horse. I have to get off my horse. Wait. Just walking up like a vertical wall with your horse.
I
I
watched.
remember the arachnophobia mod where they changed all the spiders to bears. So you walk in the cavern, all these bears slide down from webs. That was good.
They gave me some great mods.
My friend played that on the PS3, and there was a glitch in it.
PS3 version I've heard is just completely broken.
Oh, it was so glitchy. He got off his horse, turned to look at it because it looked really cool. The scene was well painted with the PS3's graphics for it, better than the Xbox 360 version I had. But he looked at his horse, and then his horse just started sliding backwards and took off into the air. And he never saw the horse again. It was gone.
Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption on PS3?
Yes.
No.
Like, you'll be walking through the woods, and then you'll see a woman, and she's making donkey sound effects. Like, yeah, or like cougars that like chase after them and fall to the ground, but they're still chasing after you. So you can't hit them. They're in the ground, and they're just like you just see like a paw occasionally pop up.
Damn Santa cougars.
Red Dead Redemption, I can't play it. I can't play it legit. I have to free roam. I have to kidnap hookers and take them into the middle of the desert to do whatever I do.
So Mike, you what are you doing tonight, buddy? You living a healthy life?
Somewhat.
All your hooker killing all in video games, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets it out there. That's where he gets out his hooker killing frustration.
Well, I got one. I hog-tied her, threw it in the back of my horse, drove to the middle of the train tracks, put my horse and the hooker in the same place, and the train came.
What was that old character? Dudley Do-Right? Got that going on?
Yeah.
He snagged the whiplash.
Yeah, why it's like whiplash.
Well, to make sure she didn't get down, I parked the horse on the train tracks.
That's even worse. You're more evil than he is.
So the horse is just like, just chilling there. Takes off.
Oh, this disturbed youth.
Or like I'll drag them and like do like a really fast whip so they fly off cliffs and stuff.
All right, Mike, what have you been playing, bro?
Besides Battlefield 4.
Besides
Peace
Battlefield
Walker.
Oh yeah, I mentioned Peace Walker.
Peace Walker, and my friend just let me borrow Injustice, so I want to get good at that game.
Did you play the story mode?
Yeah, I beat it.
I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah. I like that Aquaman summons these like giant
The sharks?
crustacean creatures.
I thought he summoned sharks.
Oh yeah, that's his special attack. Yeah.
During like he's going into battle with the Amazons, and he summons these giant, weird-looking crab creatures from the deep, and they're like 40 stories tall, and he's just riding one. It's just like it's Aquaman, you know. I'm trying to make him edgy.
Actually, badass in that game. I don't know how he did that.
Aquaman is badass in the comics. He has incredible strength, super not getting killed ability, can talk to giant Cthulhu, Lovecraftian creatures.
I remember when he had his arm cut off, and then it came back later.
Has a hook hand.
Too edgy for me.
He had that long hair, and now he's back to short hair.
Tom, I'm gonna get you a copy of Battle for Atlantis.
Oh god, the GameCube
PS3.
game. That's the
Yes.
GameCube one, right? Yeah, that game's awful. Awful.
I do declare.
Do declare. Okay, Mr. Han, did I get you? What are you playing? I don't know.
Well, since you gave me that PSN membership, I went to their PS Plus store and got a bunch of whatever free games were on there. Sadly not Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. And I came across Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Excellent choices.
I mean, I love Shadow of the Colossus. That's a great game. I also got Uncharted 3, which is the worst written game I've ever played. It's terrible.
Oh, wait till you get to the end.
But Sully, you're my hero.
Wait till you get to the end. It just completely falls apart.
There's a point where I'm supposed to open a window in a friend's chateau, and I have to blow the lock off.
Yep.
And I tell Sully, I'm going to blow the lock off. Just make sure you don't shoot anything else, kid. I said lock, because lock and cock rhyme, and Sully was standing groin's length in front of the lock, but he didn't want to move so I could shoot the lock. He just stood there. He wanted to get shot in the cock. That game's terrible. It's a one-trick pony. This stupid floor always falls out from under you at dramatic moments.
It's the floor falling in sarcastic snark. That's what the game is.
Nathan Drake is bland and uninteresting. It's still fun though. It's a good mindless game.
I agree.
Did you also get Bioshock Infinite?
I did, and Bioshock Infinite is the creepiest game I've ever played in my fucking life.
Creepiest.
Have you played Bioshock 1?
I played a bit of Bioshock 1. That sort of creepy, nothing compared to Bioshock Infinite, because religion scares me. I don't understand it.
Okay, yeah.
And in cult religions, where people are really passionate about what they believe, different world. So I'm walking up an elevator, get into a rocket ship, fly into a city in the clouds, and I just see messages everywhere plastered about the prophet, and Abraham Lincoln, no, Ben Franklin and George Washington is like patron saints of this creepy American religion. And then the game wants me to stone an interracial couple to death.
Yeah, that part was just odd.
What's wrong? Taking your coffee black nowadays? Like,
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
It's the one time I've ever paused in a game and just thought, I don't think I could do the evil choice in this. There's no evil choice in this.
I did the same thing. I just sat there for a minute thinking, I actually have a choice to do this?
A monkey came down, and jungle scenery came down on the stage. It was real racist. And I get why the game did it. I think it's a good choice, but it made me feel ridiculously uncomfortable. I'm not going to stone an interracial couple to death. I can't do that. I've killed all kinds of people in video games, and I've had fun doing it all. In Skyrim, I got the mods so I could strip my enemies naked and cut off their limbs. Real messed up shit. But stoning an interracial couple to death with baseballs? That takes it to a weird level. That's almost Mike dragging out whores in the desert to burn them.
Next week, Ken Levine on UnPopular Podcast.
Don't you know him or something?
Yeah, man. He's a good guy.
Hey Ken, will you watch this?
Back when 2K Games was in Quincy, Tom?
Yep. Right in the QC, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, where are they now? Aren't they still there?
I don't think. I thought they moved out of that office.
Oh, maybe.
They were at the top of the bank building, right?
They were right next to the Quincy Sun.
I thought they were in the top huge towering Bank of America building.
One of those. It was there.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Hey, Corey hasn't beaten the game yet. What showed spoilers at him?
Spoilers don't bother me at all. In fact, if you could tell me how the game goes, that would be great, because Bioshock Infinite...
Well, we don't want to spoil the game for our thousands of fans.
The game's been out for like a year, hasn't it?
Not quite.
6 months,
Almost.
8 months?
No, it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
I want to say April. Could be wrong.
I enjoy Bioshock 1 the most out of all three.
I like
Corey.
Bioshock 1 was called System Shock 2.
Booker DeWitt, so traumatized by what he did at Wounded Knee.
Mike. Let's not,
Okay.
let's not do
Booker,
it.
hey, Booker, found some money. Catch, Booker.
We'll wait.
Jackal,
coin.
Jackal.
Corey, we'll wait till the show is over, then I'll tell you what happens. Okay.
Don't tell them.
No, don't. I haven't finished it either.
You could tell me. I really don't care.
Well, don't tell me, because I do.
Play the game.
If any of you enjoy the show Game of Thrones, I could spoil everything for you.
Let me guess, everyone does.
That's probably what's going to happen, yeah.
Well,
That's not spoiling it.
all my favorite characters are dead, so.
Chris, did you want to say any more games you've been playing? You only mentioned that cell phone game and did that Metal Gear Rising. You seemed excited to get on the subject, and now you're mentioning cell phone games.
I'm just, like I said, I'm very surprised that I'm even playing a mobile game, because usually I just find them to be abhorrent, which is why I'm surprised. I'm trying to get back into Rune Factory 4. It's kind of a little slow for my taste. I don't know if I'm going to play any more of that.
I held off on that one. I might pick it up used later or something.
Yeah.
I still have the two.
I've been debating like what game, because I'm not in the middle of any RPG really right now. Well, I mean Final Fantasy 14, but that's an MMO. It doesn't really count. Like, I'd like to start up an RPG. I don't know if I'm going to finish Ni no Kuni or if I'm just going to start Persona 4 or Xenoblade. I really don't know. I'm kind of in a state of indecision of what I want to play.
Tales of Zilla. Do you have to understand any of the other Tales games?
I played 6 hours of Tales of Zilla and then was just incredibly bored by it. I didn't enjoy it.
Because
I'm
Matt
gonna go back and
downloaded
finish
it.
it.
Matt downloaded it, and it's on the PS3. So.
I mean, it's not a bad game. It's not really capturing me like past Tales games have.
That game is been there, done that.
Let
Yeah,
the circle.
But But you know what? Tales of Graces was been there, done that, and that game was fantastic.
And neither Boa or Bonnie Pink did the theme song, and I'm like, fuck this.
Boa did the theme song for Zillia?
No, she did it for Vesperia.
Oh, I have not played Vesperia yet.
Bonnie Pink did it for Graces. I had that backwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
but now that you've mentioned Rogue Galaxy, I might have to fire that up because I have
that
fond
is a
memories
fun
of,
game.
I have fond memories of the 3 hours I played of that game.
I'm on GameStop.com looking at the top selling PS2 games and PS3 games.
Yeah.
It is sad. It is the saddest list.
It's mad.
Madden.
What do you say?
It's NCAA Football 2009 is top selling PS3 right now.
On PS3?
Yeah, it's just what's selling now.
2009.
Yeah.
That's sad.
How much is it?
Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, NFL 12, Battlefield 3, NCAA Football.
That list sounds like it's trolling.
Top PS2 games for on GameStop.com. Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero, Peter Jackson's King Kong, Rock Band, MLB 808, The Show, Secret Service, Ultimate Simulator, Buzz, The Hollywood Quiz Show, Transformers, Shinigami Tensei, and Delta Force Black Hawk Down.
Well, SMT should be on there because those are
which one?
good games.
Digital's Devil Saga.
Yeah.
That's a good game though.
Hey Tom, here's a quick question because this splash just popped up. What do you think about the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition?
I already played on the PC. Don't care. It's 30 frames per second. I don't understand.
So what's the difference? They just up the textures?
It's higher specs. I mean, it's for the PS4. It's not the PC edition though. It's.
Is there going to be a PC edition of it, or
Yeah,
is the PC edition
it's
just
called
kind
the PC edition.
I was going to say, is the PC version just the Definitive Edition?
That's the definitive edition, my friend.
Okay. Tress effects, every strain of hair.
It has tress
rendered.
effects.
There's no way the Xbox could handle tress effects.
They're both powered by ATA chips. I'm sure they have tress effects already built in.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. On a side note, Ferrari, do you know who did the theme song of Zillia?
Was it
Yes.
Ayumi Hamasucky?
It was.
I thought so.
That's why it's off.
The reason you know the answer to these questions is the reason why God doesn't talk to humans anymore.
People like you are the reason God doesn't talk to us anymore.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
On that note.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Okay, guys. I guess we're wrapping it up. We're done.
Yep.
Sign off. Calling out. You guys good? Happy?
Good.
Happy, Pappy?
I'm getting there.
All right. So thank you for joining again. This is Thomas.
I'm Chris.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Corey.
Yay. I was waiting for it.
God damn it.
I should have just muted him, but I didn't.
You knew it was coming. Yeah.
I did. All right, guys. Good night.